Hello everybody and welcome back to another Ash vs. the Evil Dead episode review. This is for episode 9, Bound in Flesh. And man, this was a great episode. We are quickly, not slowly, we are quickly gearing towards the season finale, which is next week. A mere 5 days now away, because I'm reviewing this a day late. And that's because I watched this a day late. And by the time this goes up, it'll be another day. So it's 5 days away. And I'm excited. And we've already been guaranteed a second season, which is even better. So we know that the finale could leave us off with a huge cliffhanger. Now, normally I do the non-spoiler and spoiler part. The best thing I can say, because a lot happens, and I guess this is the trend for a lot of TV shows. The last 2 episodes are, I guess, the biggest. A lot of the stuff to talk about is a spoiler. So all I can say is if you are a fan of Ash vs. Evil Dead, shit hits the fan in this episode. A lot of shit hits the fan. And Lucy Lawless's character plays a bigger role finally, which I'm happy about. But I figured it had to happen, especially with only 2 episodes left to go. I guess she will be an antagonist for maybe the first couple of episodes in season 1. But that's even leaving a question mark off. We do find out who she is in this episode. There were certain things that were rectified a bit too fast for me at the beginning of this episode. And what happens with Amanda's character is kind of a little... okay, I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens next. I'm not happy with what happened with Amanda's character in the last episode where they killed her. We'll say that much. So, kind of disappointed that they killed Amanda's character because they built her up so much that you were kind of hoping that she would have survived in a way. I guess we'll have to wait and see where that character goes. But anyway, best thing I could say is this is a perfect setup for a season finale. If you haven't been watching Ash vs. Evil Dead, wait for it to come out on DVD now because it's already so far in. But this is definitely, if you're a fan of Evil Dead, you will love this series. Bar none, great stuff. Bruce Campbell does excellent work. And that's all the non-spoiler stuff I could say. Going into the actual spoiler part, so if you didn't watch the episode, I'd advise waiting. Put it in your watch later pile, this video. But now moving into spoilers, the episode opens up with Ash fighting his evil self still. And they kind of burst into the room where Pablo and Kelly are. And it's one of those things where shoot him, no, shoot him, no, shoot him. And then they finally figure out who the real Ash is, thank God. And evil Ash is dealt with fairly quickly. I don't know, I feel like when they did Army of Darkness, Evil Ash had a bigger role. This Evil Ash was kind of too easily beaten, to be honest, which I found kind of weird. But anyway, the hikers from the last episode show back up at the cabin, and Ash tells Kelly and Pablo to get them away, and he'll deal with Amanda and his evil twins' bodies, decapitate them, get rid of them. And that's where the series kind of splits. You got Ash chopping his evil clone up first, and Kelly and Pablo walking the hikers through the woods. When he finishes with his evil self, apparently the blood from his evil self's body touches the Necronomicon and it starts to talk to Ash and says, without me, once you get rid of me, you won't be a superhero anymore, you'll be a nothing again. He just takes the book and tosses it into the fridge. And I knew the second he walked away from that room, the second he came back, Amanda's body was gone. So guess what? Amanda's a Deadite now. And who does she go for? Pablo and Kelly and the hikers out in the woods. Makes quick work of 2 of the 3 hikers, and that's when Lucy Lawless's character shows up and tries to stop her. She escapes again, so she's somewhere out in the woods now. Lucy Lawless goes back to the cabin. Ruby, I don't know why I keep calling her Lucy Lawless, because probably I forgot her character's name for so long I started calling her Lucy, but Ruby goes back with Pablo and Kelly to the cabin and basically dogs Ash in every shape and form she can, tells him he's an idiot, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, and she wants to put an end to the Necronomicon. And we know that that's not the truth. I think everybody kind of suspects it, but they kind of want this to be over. So she has Ash do something to the book. I have to because it leads into the finale. So Ash is supposed to cut the face out with the blade of the Necronomicon and rip it off. and then basically turn the book over to her, and she'll shut evil down forever. How many of you guys in the room already know this isn't true? So he cuts the face off. It's disgusting. Yeah, the face goes on the floor. He gives the book to Ruby, and of course we find out, this is the biggest spoiler. If you haven't seen this episode yet, I recommend not listening to this. We find out that Ruby was the writer. She wrote the Necronomicon. She created the Necronomicon. So as she's reading it and she's trying to release evil once and for all, and completely gain control over all the darkness, Pablo's medallion calls to the face on the Necronomicon that was cut off, and that's weird. But the face flies off and attaches to Pablo's face and starts to take him over somehow. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I thought it was going to happen to Ash, but Pablo is getting possessed by the face on the Necronomicon. Ruby's character is releasing evil, and Ash is kind of caught in the middle now, and all he can say is, "Ah, shit." And that's the end of the episode. And then we get the trailer or the teaser for the finale, and it looks like all hell's going to break loose. You've got the sister, his dead sister, that's still in the basement somewhere. You've got Pablo that's possessed by the face from the Necronomicon. You got Ruby, who is the creator of the Necronomicon, now in possession of the Necronomicon. You've got Amanda's character still out there. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on all at once. So I'm really excited for the finale. This is a great episode. I knew the second they went to the cabin, shit was going to kick up to about 20, and it certainly did. And it's a good thing that Ash still has his chainsaw this time, because it looks like crazy stuff's about to go down. I can't wait for the finale. If you guys haven't been watching Ash vs. Evil Dead, you're missing out on a great series. I'm really enjoying it. Now, again, this is a B movie, and yes, it does have a cult following more than a loyal or a huge following. I believe Ash vs. Evil Dead definitely deserves a bit of a following, more than a cult following after this series. Sam Raimi is doing an excellent job with his brother, and Bruce Campbell's doing an amazing job as well. I think this is a really great series, and I'm really, really, really excited for the season finale, which is coming in, like I said, only 5 more days. I can't wait. And then I can't wait for season 2. With that, that's all I can say about Ash vs. Evil Dead episode 9. Really great episode. Cannot wait to see what happens next. And until next time, everybody, links in the description below. Connect to a whole bunch of other sites I'm working on. And until then, guys, take care, keep reading, keep collecting. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Ash vs. Evil Dead. Are you enjoying it? Did you enjoy this episode? This episode was a kick-ass episode, in my opinion. Action is definitely kicking it up to not just a notch, but several notches. Alright, guys, see you guys next time.